The April monthly finals are starting very soon, so let's do a quick recap of day 2 of the monthly qualifier, talk about the bands, and preview the finals. On day 1 of stage 2, the whole upper bracket was played and we had 4 qualified teams, so on day 2, we just had 4 lower bracket sections to resolve. This was the first one in which Team Electros eventually faced Supersonic and beat them, and then lost to Dizzy Group in the final lower bracket round. Vatic Esports lost to Dizzy Hispano on day 1, so their whole bootcamp was in danger of being just team building, wine tasting, and merch promoting, but not much fighting for the golden ticket as they had to win 4 rounds to even qualify for the finals. But then they locked in and beat Electros JP, Mythologia, Sigma Squad, and then finally took revenge on Dizzy Hispano. In this third bracket, only Exceed made it to the final round where Elevate waited for them, so it looked like this in the end. Navi also needed 4 wins against good teams and they managed to win against Kuba, DZX and Isos, Synchronic Galaxy and then finally Onibats to qualify for the finals. Then we had the 8 teams, but scans didn't happen before stage 2, so we had a situation in which HTM and Elevate got disqualified. If you remember last year, we had a situation where players got esports bans for TOS breaks on their alts. This almost collapsed most of the top teams, but COC Esports decided to forgive them then and instead be stricter starting this World season. This post was a final reminder for all of that, but it seems like some didn't take it seriously, thought they could outsmart it, or just found it too hard to give up some of their bot or given accounts. I am very sorry for both HTM and Elevate, and especially to the players who got the bans, and hope they maybe don't get a competitive ban for the whole year, but I think the bans for this qualifier are valid. I would also like to give everybody some advice. Look, you may think you understand the method they are using now, and could get away with still doing some of the stuff that you're doing, and you might be right, but you also might be wrong. The capabilities and methods are always advancing and you might be fine now, but next month, in 4 months, or next year, you might not be. And Clash of Clans and COC Esports made a mess out of this, not because of the bans, but because of not doing the scans before stage 2. Because now they have to invalidate and maybe adjust some of the points in this new system, and you have a lot of teams who lost to the teams which ended up with bans. An example is Dizzy Hispanos, who lost to HTM in the final round of the upper bracket after beating both Navi and Vatic, and losing in the lower bracket final round, then disbanding due to team disagreements. The teams who took the place of the 2 banned teams were Team Electros and Only Exceed, and it seems like the criteria they used was to look at the 4 teams who lost in the last lower bracket round and pick the 2 teams which averaged the most stars during stage 2. Anyway, here are some of the interesting stats Dolok posted on Twitter. They have some nice stuff from all stages of the competition this month, and while average destructions on defense, and close fails can be relevant, I bolted it down to the triple and defense rate for each of the teams here. I will be using those stats to base some of my predictions. You should quickly go and do them to get some rewards. Ores are nice, and resources can be great if you do the predictions on a Town Hall 1 or a Town Hall 2 account. I think both Dizzy's, Synchronic, and Tribe will win in round 1. Dizzy Group did very well and I wasn't too impressed with Navi in stage 2, but they could still shine when it matters the most. I think Navi survives the lower bracket though, as well as Vatic, and we say goodbye to Exceed and Electors on day 1. Then I think Dizzy and Tribe will make it to the upper bracket finals. Let me know what your predictions are and have fun watching the wars today. See ya!